Apparently we're live, and if we are, a very good afternoon to you and welcome back to the channel. And if it happens to be first time here, hello, I'm Paul.
I'm Jason.
And together we are
those vegan guys.
And why is that?
I clicked Don't Show again last time we were live streaming.
We keep getting a little software notification. Upload is ready for download.
Welcome one and all. It's Sunday, it's cooking in the kitchen, and far be it for me to step all over Paul's task this afternoon, but we are, correct me if I'm wrong, perfecting our pies.
Yes, perfecting the pie that we made last time.
Yes.
So the last time we were on the live, we made a pie, vegan cheese and onion pie, but afterward, and it was nice, but afterwards I was like, right, no, I can make that. That can be better, because it was made with applewood.
It was predominantly, wasn't it?
It was made with applewood cheese, and the last bit of that French round, I used those bits, didn't I? And it was nice. But then I thought that would be far better with Cathedral City vegan cheese, because having had that on toast, it keeps its body.
It's a little bit firmer in terms of cooking.
It sure is.
Yeah.
And then a couple of you lovely people in the comments of that first video had kind of other things were mentioned, like a couple of you said, I fry my onions when I'm doing the cheese and onion pie because it adds flavour. So I fried my onions about an hour ago, left them to cool in the pan.
Yeah.
And we're going to do it again. We're going to do the pie again, but better. Oh, and salt and pepper, like Jason mentioned as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can't cook for shiz, but I know flavour and I know texture. So yeah, great to see you all. Familiar names in the chat and some less familiar names.
You can pass me things out of there. The big green bowl, which is the grated Cathedral City.
Yeah.
One full block of Cathedral City plant-based grated, and the potato. And this is 2 good-sized potatoes.
Looks very similar.
Peeled, grated, and rinsed, because we don't want too much starch in them. So my first job is to mix the tatty with the cheese. 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 Tatty with the cheese. Then put it in the pie and bake it for your tea. What's that tune to? Put the needle on the record. Put the needle on the record. You know, they know.
I have no clue what he's talking about. No clue. Whilst you're just mixing that together, I will just shout out some of the early birds that were here before we were even here. So shout out to Adam. Shout out, of course, to Ankarad's Life. And, of course, Anna, Vampire Jack, our wonderful mod today, and lovely friend, Ashley. Laura, Joseph, Lizzie, Muddy Paws, Delaney, Kat, Trish, Ash and Kel, Wendy, Just Will. Oh, that's a lovely thing to say. Just Will says, I don't know why, but seeing you guys always makes me smile.
Oh, that's lovely. Tater and cheese mixed, and now I'm going to put the onion in. I do like mixing with my hand. It's not something I do very often, but mind you, I quite like eating with my hand as well.
Yeah.
So 2 onions fried. I just gave them a little bit of colour, as you can see.
Joanna, no need to apologise. You are here and hope you are enjoying retirement. Joanna says, late to the party as usual. Please forgive me. I'm still getting used to being retired and not clock watching. Lovely to be with everyone. How nice. Never, you know us, or most of you know us, never any pressure. It's nice that you're here.
So I'm going to mix that again with my hand and try and just kind of get it evenly incorporated throughout, you know.
Distributed, yes. If anyone's interested, by the way, we're having a chai, vegan
Show
chai.
them the tin.
I will.
It's from Asda. I think you can get it from Ocado as well. We've never seen it in our local Tesco or Sainsbury's, but it is in Asda, and it's fabulous. Vegan chai latte.
It's gorgeous. I can't remember how much it is. Is it like £3?
It's 4.
4?
Yeah.
It lasts a while.
I was going to say, I mean, I don't begrudge that.
No, we will need to get some more over the course of the next week or so, I think.
Yeah.
At some point. Ah, nice one, Ashley. Good stuff. So yeah, we're going to be having similar tonight for our evening meal to what we had 3 weeks ago when we did the last cooking in the kitchen.
We're going to be having exactly the same. We're having cheese and onion pie, mash and beans.
Yes.
That is what we're having. But I've gone for, rather than using just raw pastry this time, I've actually gone for Sainsbury's, which again are both clearly marked vegan in the top in the top corner
there you go. Yeah,
clearly marked vegan. So I've got a short crust and a puff pastry. Now here is where we have some audience involvement, because I'm not going to do it until you lot have decided. Right, so we're going to make a pie with a short crust pastry. What shall I do with the puff pastry? Shall I do one big giant pasty or 4 individual pasties? One big one or 4 individual? That's where you come in.
There you go. There you go. Jeanette says, we are having a lovely chickpea curry tonight.
Oh, love a chickpea curry. Love a chickpea curry. Chickpea and spinach curry has become our favourite.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's so simple.
It's proper good.
And just beautiful.
4 is more appetizing to me, NA says, and Lisa also says 4 individual ones.
Let's get some more votes in.
And Ashley says 4. The good thing about doing Vampire Jack says 1 big one. Claire says 4. Gitsy Game says 4. Ash and Kel say make it a big one. Victoria Hemmings is in the house.
4 is definitely
4 seems to be the
winning.
Consensus. Yeah. Yeah, and if we've got room in the freezer, they can go in the freezer, can't they?
Yeah.
As well, nice and easy.
Right, I might have to just
Oh, Muddy Paws has just made a red lentil and butternut squash dal. Lovely.
Nice.
Lovely. Yeah. 4's one out, definitely.
Right.
Mark. Always a large one for me. Star Lover is in the house. Hello from Cali. Hello, and thank you for joining us. I'll bring you down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just going to roll this out just a bit, just so that I know that we can get the bottom and the top.
I'll just be careful when you cut
out of one sheet.
So I hope, obviously, while Paul's just rolling this this pastry, I hope you've all had the best weekend possible, and that you have got a good week ahead of you as well.
Okay.
Nice.
Should be able to.
Nice one. Tom Hemmings is also in the house. Hello from the other end of the sofa. Nice. Thanks for joining us.
You know what? While we're now, if you just give me a second, I will explain what I'm doing here.
I see. I didn't know what you was doing for a second, and then I realised what you was doing for a second. Looking for a link to share with you lovely folk. Ooh, lovely.
Actually, do you know what?
What?
Sack that, because there's a much easier way to do that. You can carry on chatting for a second.
Okay.
I'm going to leave that pastry to just warm slightly because it still feels proper free.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just so it's a bit more malleable.
Yeah. Oh, Muddy Paw says having with homemade mung dal flatbread. How nice. And Ashley, yeah, totally agree. Looking forward to less wet days. Yeah, spring is on its way, end of March, if I'm not mistaken. But it's already started to feel a little bit like spring. I know there is rumours of the weather taking a turn again, but last weekend here in the Greater Manchester area, we had a lovely weekend. Felt like proper spring. And today again, for the most part, so far, it's been a nice day.
It has, actually.
You know, so typical English talking about the weather, but you know, it has to be done now and again.
Right. Oh, there we go. Okay. So the link I'm about to paste into the chat, yeah, hopefully it will come out as a link. It does come out as a link in the YouTube chat. That is Victoria and Tom's Instagram channel, Living the Vegan Loca.
Cracking channel.
You should follow.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Ash and Kel say after watching our farm food vlog, All the Bargains, they jumped in the car and filled the trolley.
Good on you. Good on you,
nice. And most importantly, I'm glad that you was able to go and fill your trolley, because it's a bit of a gamble. It's a bit of a gamble, but always worth, as we said in the vlog, always worth checking out your local bargain store, because you might be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Whether it's B&M bargains, Heron, Farm Foods,
Mabel's Bits,
of course.
Right. You little bugger. So this is a stickier pastry,
right,
than the Just Roll. So it's proper sticking to the pie tin, but I'm going to do this.
Annoying but morally consistent and floating in Cornish skies. Welcome, welcome.
That's quite the username.
They're both fabulous usernames. Ah, it's Ashley's birthday next Saturday.
Oh, is it next Saturday, Ash?
Ah, lovely. Well, happy birthday for next Saturday.
Have you got any plans yet? Right. I can rebuild him. I know it's not a $600 million man.
Well, that's the great thing about a pie, isn't it? That you can do that.
That's the great thing about pastry.
Well, yeah, yeah.
There we go.
Ah, Matt, thanks for being here. Matt says, not long back from Tesco's, did a vegan shop, got the mini frozen plant chef sausage rolls to try. Very cold in Cornwall today and stormy the next few days. You take care of yourself, Matt.
It's meant to be nice up here, thank goodness, because back in work tomorrow after what we had hoped would be a restful week off, but we actually ended up staying quite busy.
Yeah, we've had a bit of downtime, haven't we? But you know.
So I've done my patchwork in my pie tin. What would you say that is? 8 inch?
Yeah, I would say that's 8.
I don't know what depth it is.
It's
quite a tiny.
That might be about 1.5 inches.
So
yeah, 1.5 inches deep, give or take. Vegan Runner is in the house. Welcome, welcome. Anybody that is a little bit late joining us today, Paul is improving and updating.
Oh, you know what I haven't done yet?
On pie making.
Salt
and
and
pepper. Yeah, salt and pepper.
Very important. I want to do a little bit. There's an old door like that. Filling it in. There's a tiny old door like that. Filling it in.
Jeanette managed to pick up some VFC popcorn in Heron yesterday, 2 for £1.
Oh, that's the stuff oh no, we got it from Farm Foods.
Yeah. Joanna says, Paul, you could rest the pie in the fridge for a few minutes just to firm up the pastry if it's needed. But it's still quite cold, isn't it? It's not been out of the fridge long. Yeah, but thank you for that.
Oh, plenty of black pepper. There you go.
Ashley, replying to your question before, Paul, says no plans yet, but I'm be the big 3-0. Oh, excellent. Cool. So you got to do something, haven't you? You got to do something. I mean, you don't. You can do whatever you want, and I think that's the great thing. My last birthday, when Paul asked me what I wanted to do, my answer, and I might be paraphrasing slightly, but it was something along the lines of the least amount of anything possible. I was quite happy to just have a proper chill day and do very little and not be beholden.
Okay, I'm going to start filling this pie tin now. So we've got our 2 potatoes, grated, then washed. We've got a full block of Cathedral City plant-based cheese, and we've got 2 good-sized white onions, chopped, fried, and cooled.
Oh, yes. Photon, thank you for being here. That's Photon 4555. Hi, guys. I'm new to this vegan way of life. Not doing so well on it, though, but watching you guys is giving me inspiration. Photon, please do continue to check in with us if you haven't already and you do Facebook.
Hey, if you're getting stuck on anything, Photon, you're getting stuck on anything, here's the place to ask. Fabulous community, no judgment. If you're getting stuck on anything or you want any particular advice or encouragement or ideas, ask away. And don't forget to download our free ebook, Down to Earth Vegan.
That was going to be my next comment.
From thoseveganguys.com. Right. I think that is a nicely filled pie now with the
Tom says, thanks for sharing the link, guys, although I have to direct all of the credit for the Insta page at Victoria. I just do the eating.
Oh, we know that.
Similar to me, Tom. Similar to me. I just do the eating most of the time. Oh, Debs, thank you so much for the super chat. Gratefully appreciated. Debs says, thank you, guys. With your epic videos and lives, I've been fully plant-based for 3 years, as you have made it so easy.
Oh, that's...
Debs, that's wonderful. Oh, people can see. Nice. Very nicely done.
Right. Again, a little bit of patchwork, but I can do that sat down.
Excellent stuff.
Because it's not much, but...
We've had the frozen mini sausage rolls from Tesco, haven't we?
We have.
They're great, if memory serves.
Yeah.
I like the pastry particularly.
Sainsbury's do a bag as well.
Very similar, aren't they?
Yeah.
Very similar. Yeah. So that, yeah, Matt, to our memory, they're great. And we're using the Cathedral City cheese today.
Yeah, we used the Applewood block last time, and it was okay, but I'm quite the fan of this Cathedral City plant-based.
Still not found the mature yet.
No, we haven't.
But it is out there somewhere.
Allegedly.
Let us know if you found the Cathedral City mature and if you've tried it. And is it, in fact, mature. Helly Welly says, hello, those vegan pies. Hee hee. Nice. Thanks for being here, Helly Welly.
Okay. And for those of you who remember from last time, I do 1 big and 2 small
Nice.
cuts in the top of the pie to let the steam out. And I believe last time I brushed it.
Do you want a little bit of milk?
Didn't I?
Yeah.
So this time, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the pasties ready as well.
Oh, and then just do them all.
Put everything in together.
Cool.
Might as well.
Cool. Flanny is having a break from repairing the kitchen cupboard watching us. Spilled bottle of olive oil, made cupboards worse, sawdust stuck to olive oil.
Oh no.
DIY, don't involve yourself.
Oh my God.
That sounds pretty grim, to be honest, Flanny. I hope you manage. I really hope you manage. Ah, Jeanette, that's lovely. Thank you for sharing that. Definitely here is the place for inspiration and support. Just over a year being a vegan, and you guys have made it so easy. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. The whole community is awesome, to be fair. You know what I mean? And that's what we love about all of this. We've said it before, we say it again, you know, as much as we possibly can. It's about building people up and not knocking people down. And that's really what we try to put out there as much as we possibly can. We're human, you know, we have good days and bad days just like everybody else. But as much as we possibly can, encouraging, being realistic in our approach and being realistic in thinking about what other people can achieve, down to earth veganism on the reg.
Right. Okay. So now let's get the puff pastry. Oh, see you in it.
Yeah. I'll bring you back up for a second. Ah, nice one. So, yeah, Photon is called Mo. It'll be linked in. It's linked in every video, Mo, on our YouTube, and you can find it online as well. Just type in "Those Vegan Guys" free ebook, and you'll get a link to it, and you can just download it for free. And that might be a bit of a help to you. So this is the stuff that you don't roll, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's already kind of layered.
Yeah,
so...
and then you lose the puff, which we don't want. We don't want to lose the puff. Oh, nice one, Victoria. And nice one to those that have gone over and followed Victoria and Tom's channel, or should I say Victoria's channel, on Instagram.
Well, it's Victoria and Tom's channel. It's just that Victoria is an absolutely awesome cook.
Yeah.
And really presents her posts well with like descriptions and instructions, and she's better than me on Instagram. I'm shit.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't do a lot of Instagram myself, to be honest. But you know, we try. We try. It's difficult when you're you spread when you do content creation like we do. You can sometimes feels like you spread quite thinly, you know, across a lot of different social media.
So I'm cutting the pastry into 4 kind of equidistant pieces, oblongs. You see what I've done there?
Yes.
So that then becomes our 4 pasties. So we can just kind of sit some up here. I'll have this as my workspace here. I will give it a tiny little roll.
Just a tiny one.
Which is just about space. It's about creating a bit more space.
And I suppose the other thing, I've done it myself before on the rare occasions, is it's just not overfilling them as well, isn't it? Just being careful not to put too much filling in there.
I tell you what, Jason, let's make these a little bit different. There's those, the rest of those sun-dried tomatoes from Aldi.
Ooh.
In there.
Do they need chopping?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ash and Kel went to Pigs in the Wood last weekend, knee-deep in mud and fun had by all. They need our support at the minute after taking on goats and chickens if someone fancies a dare. Nice one, Ash and Kel. Nice one, and thank you for sharing that. Oh, yeah, there's just a few left, isn't there? Do you want me to chop them?
No, I was going to... What's the scissors? Yeah. So it's like, if I'd have done it before, I'd have put this in. I'm just going to scissor chop.
They should provide a lovely pop of flavour, because they are proper tasty, aren't they?
Yeah, they're beautiful. If you fancy doing the rest in there.
Yeah. Just give us the scissors.
Maybe one more in here.
You're doing 4 though, aren't you? So.
Yeah, no, look how many there are there. There we go.
Jeanette says the Cathedral City Mature is in their Tesco's and it is stronger than the normal one.
Is it? I'm dying to try it. I really am, but we just haven't come across it yet anywhere. So yeah, because I gave the pastry a little bit of a roll out, as you saw, just to give it a bit more space. That's giving me a nice. So if I seal that, oh, I haven't even done the pie yet, have I? I haven't done the.
Oh yeah.
The fork technique. Right, that's that. And then if I do the same with these pasties.
Concentrating. Can't concentrate and talk at the same time. End up cutting the end of my thumb off.
Well, we can have our ASMR moments. I'm just going to put 4 pricks. So there's my first pasty. I'm just going to lay this on the tray here at the back, which is all ready for my pasties.
That's done.
Right.
It's chopped.
I don't want all the oil though.
Oh, I see what you do.
There we go.
Incorporate.
Yeah, I'll just mix it in there. Now, could you put a little bit of milk in a little cup, babes, and get the pastry brush? So
yeah.
When all these are done, then we can.
Yeah.
We can just give them a little brush.
I should do that in a second.
Okay. I'm just gonna do what I did with the other one.
Scott also says the extra mature Cathedral City is gorgeous. Had to keep checking the wrapper as I was very suspicious I bought the dairy one.
Wow,
that's great.
Mind you, I kind of felt like that the first time I bought this. Well, because we did a YouTube taste test for this. This blew me away. This stuff, the Cathedral City plant-based, it proper gave me cheek pins and needles.
It did, didn't it?
Which is quite a big thing for me. Okay, that's that one. Top. Press it down at the sides before the crimping. On the front. I can't imagine my life without you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell the people what you wore.
Yes.
It was an easy cheesy lemon peasy.
Oh, the chat is thick and fast as always. We've got 117 in the house. If you haven't already and you are enjoying the live stream, please do consider giving the live stream a thumbs up. It helps tremendously in our efforts to get the down-to-earth vegan message out there to more people across this wonderful, wonderful planet we live on. Kate is in the house. Thanks for being here, Kate. Kate says, happy Sunday, lads. Just got back from 5 weeks in Fiji and India.
Oh,
I know. Glad to be home and spending a relaxed Sunday afternoon practicing henna designs, dreading going back to work tomorrow.
oh, sweetie, I bet you are, I know.
You know what? When you've been off work for that long, really, it's justified to have what's called a phased return. You should be on a phased return to work, Kate. You know, couple of half days or something to ease yourself in. Angrad's life. Also love the Cathedral City Mature. Nice one. So yes. But Sheridan says found the Mature once but didn't notice much difference.
Yeah.
Well, if we can ever find the Mature, you know, it would be worth doing a comparison.
Definitely.
Test and seeing, you know, what is the difference between the standard Cathedral City and the Mature, and if there is a definite difference, a noticeable difference.
Right. Final pasty.
Ah, nice one. Thanks for sharing that, Claire. Claire was out for dinner last night at Arbuckle's Downham Market. First time there, but they have some fabulous vegan options. Brilliant stuff. Nice one, Claire.
Hey, everybody, if you can remember from this point, tune into the Vegan Queen's channel tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
See their trip to Wagamama in support of Viva's 50 by 25 campaign.
Yes. Yes, indeed. That is a cracking little vlog, if I do say so myself.
You know the editor quite well, don't you?
I do know the editor quite well. But, you know, to be fair, the editor told me that when they have such amazing talent to work with,
there's the thing.
The job is so easy. Do you know what I mean? The job is so easy. Just whilst we're on the subject, I don't want to ruin it. No spoilers for anybody who is going to check out the Vegan Queens vlog tomorrow with them visiting Wagamama. But hey, so impressed with Wagamama. So impressed with their menu options. Absolutely brilliant.
Okay, shut her up,
yeah.
Love.
Oh, Nikki, Northern British Gaming, has been a member for 39 months.
Oh, wow.
That is incredible. Absolutely brilliant. Nice one, Nikki, and thank you so much for the support.
Right, so we've got our pie. Oh,
hey!
We've got our pie
ready
for baking, and we've got our 4 pasties. We're just going to give everything a little brush with some plant milk. This one happens to be cocoa.
Other plant milks are available. Whoa, nice. I suppose the other great thing about doing this as well, you know, I'm sure we'll do something different next time we are cooking in the kitchen. But the other good thing about revisiting the pies today is it also kind of reminds me and maybe others of how quick and fairly straightforward the whole process is.
Yeah.
You know, it can literally, if you've got all your bits and things together, it can be, you know, a 20-minute, half-hour job. I mean, we've been live just under 35 minutes.
Right.
And you didn't start straight away, did you?
No. Right. Now, yeah, this is going to sound weird, but this is our taster for the filling. So I'm just using the last of the short crust pastry to do a little thing that I'm going to whack here in the middle. I'm going to give it a little brush. And there you go. We're going in the oven.
Oven time. Oven time. Can I get rid of all of this now then? Yeah.
Yeah, we're going with it all.
Fabulous.
Let's give this a wipe down.
Did you put a hole in the taste stick?
I did. I put 4 holes.
Excellent.
In. So there we go. Now we've got a taster so that we can have a taste with you guys online. But then we've still got a full pie, half of which we'll have tonight. We'll have a quarter each. And then I will either fridge the other half for in a few days or freeze it. However, if you remember, I made 2 pies last time and one of them's still in the freezer. So this is the good thing about, this is why I love ready-made pastry, because it makes us all bakers. And it's like we often ran on that, didn't we, at the start of everything was shove things in pastry.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the vegan queens. The vegan queens did a fabulous full vegan breakfast in a puff pastry plat.
Oh, yeah, epic it was. Ah,
Hi, Joanne, and I'll put your comment up so people can see.
Thank you for being here, Joanne.
Glad you enjoy our stuff.
Yes.
Thank you, my love.
So now, of course, we're sitting and playing the waiting game, as is often the case. You know, how long would you say? Can't remember how long did it take? About 25 minutes?
25 minutes. Yeah, because it's on 180, which would be 350 in America.
Yeah.
I don't get all this centigrade, Fahrenheit, malarkey. We're always saying this, aren't we?
It confuses me massively.
It confuses the hell out of me as well.
Particularly when it comes to, you know, the weather. You know, when we're watching YouTubers in America and they're saying it's a certain temperature and then you try and relate it to Fahrenheit. I can't wrap my head around it.
No.
I've never been able to wrap my head around it. It makes no sense to me. But, you know, that's a bit like fractions. Fractions don't make much sense to me either. Never been great at maths. Yes, Tracy says, love cook ahead vegan meals stored in the ice cave for future enjoyment.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's like there will come a time over the next few weeks when I get that pie out and I'm like, oh, I'll leave that to defrost.
Yeah.
You know, overnight in the fridge. I'll warm that up tomorrow and it's already done.
Mm-hmm.
As will happen with these pasties, and the other half of the pie will get used.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? It's great.
But I am pretty confident that this is going to be far better than the first version. Pretty confident, just because of the cooking the onions, like many of you. Because don't forget, I boiled them last time, and of course, when you all said, "Oh, fry mine for flavour," I was like, "Don't, Paul." It's copying off my mum that. Boil your onions like an old lady. But yeah, frying them, of course. So fried the onions, use Cathedral City instead of Applewood, and put some salt and pepper in the mix.
Yeah. Annoying but morally consistent. In Canada, it's even worse. We use Celsius for weather, but Fahrenheit for baking. Imagine that.
Oh.
Nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Yeah, it's all a bit messed up, isn't it? Beckett, you've missed the prep work. Everything's in the oven, cooking, but you're here, and that's the most important thing. And thank you for being here. And we will be taste testing, hopefully, in about 20 to 25 minutes.
And I will actually, when this is done, I'll put the ingredient, because there's no recipe, as you saw. Do you know what I mean?
It's pretty straightforward.
So I'll put the ingredients and the method in the description. But for those of you who haven't heard it and want to hear it, 1 block of Cathedral City plant-based grated, 2 good-sized white onions, or brown onions as we call them over here in the UK, chopped and fried and left to cool, 2 good-sized potatoes, peeled, grated, then washed, then left in a sieve to dry for a while. You combine the potato, the cheese and the onion, mix it all together with some salt and pepper, whack it in a pastry that you've hopefully just bought off the shelf, ready-made from the supermarket.
It's great.
That's it.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And I suppose that's the other great thing about the ready roll stuff, is that it encourages you, just going back to what Paul alluded to earlier on in the live stream when we were doing when he was doing the prep and everything. If you had to make your own pastry from scratch, which Paul's done on numerous occasions, but if you had to do it from scratch and there was no other option, for some people that might put you off. Whereas being able to just get something off the shelf that's dead easy to use, it encourages you to want to bake, doesn't it? Or, you know, for some people anyway. It's a barrier removed straight away.
And Angarad's just mentioning there, she's just released a vlog this morning with Angarad and the lovely Linda.
Oh, yes.
Cooking a syrup sponge pudding.
Fabulous.
So Angarad's always in the description of every video, down at the bottom with the friends. Stuart's there, Angarad's there, all my drag children.
It's getting there, Flanny. Flanny says, bet your kitchen smells gorgeous. It's getting there. Although it smelled gorgeous before, and that was Paul just frying off the onions, you know, because as we know, fried onions, it's one of the greatest smells that exists in the world, surely.
So what have you all been up to? What have you got coming up, everybody? We've got, as I said, we've got a couple of things coming up on the Vegan Queens channel with their work with Viva.
Mm-hmm.
Celebrating what is a fabulous campaign, really, because it's very encouraging to restaurants. To, you know, there's a lot of resources available to them, and because of a lot of the companies like VFC, Meatless Farm, Wicked, all these different kind of vegan companies are linked in with it. There's your suppliers right there for you, for making 50% of your menu vegan by 2025. It's not a hard ask,
no,
that, for any restaurant. And you know, it's Wagamama is already 50%. But I tell you what, Gemini said to me that night, because we have this conversation when she's done and she's like leaving and I'm about to step back in to this body that we share. She says, Paul, I can't do that often. I really don't want to do that again, to be honest. I was like, do what? She said, I don't want to, I can't eat that much with a girdle on and tights and a long line bra with bloody metal in it. I can't do it.
It's understandable.
I said, you know what? I never even thought of that. Gemini said, I will think on. And she wiped off her lipstick and went to bed and left me to stew in my own steam.
And for anybody who is unaware or hasn't yet, I'm going to pop the link in the chat now for any of you to pop along, subscribe to the Vegan Queens channel. Do check out the video going up tomorrow and find out a little bit more about Viva's amazing 50 by 25.
Oh, Becky, though, true
campaign.
story, a panty girdle. Gemini always wears a very long panty girdle. She pulls it up right under her boobs.
Yeah.
And it's always ever so tight. So are the tights, though, because the dancers' tights. So they've got a bit of compression built into them. That's why our feet always hurt.
Going back to a question you asked before, Mister. Jeanette says, been in the garden, tidying and getting beds ready for my veggies.
Nice one, Jeanette.
Lovely. Debbie says, I love that campaign. It's a brilliant campaign. It's a realistic campaign, most importantly, in terms of getting people to seriously consider, you know, as in eateries, business owners. It's a realistic ask. Mark is off for 11 days, off to Leeds with my love on Wednesday. He's booked a table at Prashad. Has anyone been?
Never even heard of that, Mark.
Sounds good though, Mark. 11 days off.
Is it a vegan Indian or a veggie Indian with loads of vegan options? Because you find that if it like Lily's in Ashton is a vegetarian Indian,
yeah,
but they've got vegan options for everything.
You know what?
Not been there for a long time.
We've not been there for a long time, but also Lily's might already be 50% vegan menu, and they could sign up to the 50 by 25 campaign.
Yeah.
I never thought of that until you just said it then.
Oh, let's make the link. The link was made here. Lily's, we're going to be contacting you about the 50 by 25 campaign. You should be a proud bearer of that badge.
Definitely. I mean, it's
I love doing that voice.
It's the 1940s kind of newsreader voice, isn't it? Yeah, love it. Love it.
In other news today,
Joseph, that is interesting. Joseph says, my work might be coming to an end after 22 years of service. I'm excited to start something new, maybe vegan related, if the opportunity presents itself. Nice one, Joseph.
And that's a nice positive outlook on an ending. So well done, my love.
Yeah, good way to look at things, definitely. But yeah, do pop along. Honestly, you will not be disappointed. Do pop along and visit the Vegan Queens channel on YouTube. Check them out. Give them a subscribe. They are fabulous, fabulous ladies putting out amazing messages.
Becky, Panty Girdle, where did she get them from? I need one. Amazon, love. Yeah. Amazon. A long panty girdle. It's got like a strength panel in the front here, but honestly, it pulls up to under your boobs, and it's generally, if you're not eating a 3-course meal for some bloody campaign you've signed up to, really comfortable, and just keeps you, you know, keeps you in.
Ashley says, I need some of those tights though. Will they make my legs look like the Queen's?
Matt and Garrod's link is in the description of every single video that we do.
Yeah.
In the bottom, in the friends, but I shall provide you the link.
Is it not coming up?
I don't know.
Oh,
it's because I don't usually search Google for it.
Well, why would you need to?
Well, that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Nice one.
There we go.
Pop
Here
that
is
in.
Angarad's channel in the chat.
There we go.
Dorcas, hello, darling. How are we doing on them? I wonder, it's frightening. For those of you that don't know, by the way, not too long ago, because we're absolute Star Trek addicts, me and Jason started watching Voyager again. Fourth complete series viewing.
Yeah, but for like a long time.
Oh yeah. But the last one weren't that long ago. It was about 2 years ago.
Yeah. Just going back to just before.
By the way, it's brilliant from episode 1.
Yeah.
And every episode thereafter, unlike Next Generation, where it's like season 1's a bit. I still think you need to watch it, but it's a bit iffy.
I'd say the first 5 or 6 episodes of season 1 of the Next Generation are a little bit, they were finding the feet. But going back to the restaurant that Mark is going to with his 11 days off work, lots of vegan options. Think we're going for the vegan tasting menu. Can he wait?
Oh, nice one.
Sounds fantastic, that, Mark.
Oh, Joseph, I used to love that Quantum Leap show.
Oh, yeah. Excellent. Brilliant. Scott Bakula or Scott Bakula, depending on
Becky, we're going to be having our pie tonight with mash and baked beans.
Yeah. Although I would equally like chips and mushy peas with it, to be honest with you.
Or chips and just garden peas.
Yeah.
Either would work. I am a mash addict. Ben, even Threshold. What?
Oh, Yeah, no, I don't know. That might be relating to something else we may have missed. I'm not sure.
Oh, even the episode threshold.
Oh, yeah. Even threshold. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great episode. I mean, it's horrible, but it's a great episode. See, Joseph says the new Quantum Leap is really good, but maybe I'm just showing my age now. I don't know. There's been a lot of stuff where they clearly and obviously are milking a franchise, they're milking a brand to get as much money out of it as they possibly can, or revisiting something because they think it's a dead cert that it's going to be a moneymaker.
Ben, I quite like that. So, and it's nice to think that Janeway and Paris have got little babies out there on a planet. They had 3, didn't they? 3 little babies that scurried off into the water. The evolution of the human race.
I think the controversy.
And Paris.
I think the controversy from a lot of fans was that they left them behind, but then it was like, well, they were in their natural habitat. Was the best place for them to be, surely.
A bit awful though, because they're all related, and the only way for them to continue as a race is to interbreed.
Well, yeah, but unless they do, a lot of some creatures can. What's it called?
Self-immolate, let's say.
Yeah.
There's a
nature finds a way.
There's an androgynous caterpillar. They're intersex, and they just wind round each other and both end up pregnant. Amazing, really.
Scott says TNG gets going from season 3, I think, especially when Locutus rears his head. Nice. I mean, this is the thing. This is the great thing about the Star Trek community, isn't it? It's, you know, it's everybody's got an opinion. Everybody has, you know, likes and dislikes.
First couple of episodes of TNG though, where they went for those short 60s style dresses from the original series.
Yeah, they modernised really quickly, didn't they?
No, what are you trying to do there?
They had to modernise quickly, I think, and that's credit to them for realising early on, and like, you know, it
might be snails Dorcas, you know.
I think there's a few. I think there's a few different creatures.
Did you read that in The Guardian the other day about 2 humpback whales being filmed having sex for the first time ever, and they were both male?
There you go. Everywhere.
They've never been filmed having sex before, and so somebody was like, "Oh, that's quick! Oh, that's 2 boys."
Scott says Gemini would look fab in the season 1 dress.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Gemini and my ass, but I tell you what, if I could get a dress like that, it would be warm. Trust me on that.
Don't worry, Scott. Don't worry. We hear you. Becky N says, are the Vegan Queens hosting Stockport Pride this year?
Yes! All day! Yes! Yeah, all day from beginning to end, and I couldn't be more excited.
So cool.
I just need to quit WAS, promise.
Okay. I will continue to read comments and continue to answer any questions if I'm able to. Nikki, we are not in a massive rush, to be honest with you, to dive into Deep Space Nine. It's our least favourite Star Trek series, truth be known. Although I think it's fair to say I've watched a bit more of it than Paul has. I think I watched most of the series originally when it was aired here in the UK. And there are some fabulous characters. I don't get on particularly well with Sisko, if I'm honest with you, and I don't particularly get on with the fact that it's a space station, although I can understand why they did it, you know. But, you know, you've got some great characters in there. You've got Jadzia Dax, Worf's there, you've got O'Brien, you know, you've got Garrick, the Taylor, Cardassian Taylor, one of the greatest characters in Star Trek history. So I know it's got a lot of positives.
Yeah, but
and a great theme tune.
I've always said to Jason, the only reason I'm not bothered about DS9 is because it's a space station. I've watched plenty of episodes over the years.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with the characters. I love some of the characters, in fact.
Quark and Oda.
But it's all ships. It's all ships for me. It's all about it's about the journey. It's about the continuous journey. And
Well,
to seek out new life.
Yeah, and the other thing as well is, let's not forget, I mean, we will move on from the Star Trek conversation in a second, because I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. But also with Star Trek, you fall in love with the ships, or at least a lot of people do. You fall in love with the ships that are, you know, they're a personality in themselves, really. You know, and when they get destroyed or when they get damaged, you know, it's quite hard hitting. Anyway, you know. Whilst we're on the subject of media and consumption of media, we finally got round the other night to watching. It's just gone out of my head.
Oh, more. Did you say more?
Yeah.
So, I'm so glad you got the book. Well done, love.
Oh, nice one, Ma.
Well done. And there's loads of free resources out there, you know. The link section in the beginning of that book, take advantage of those links.
Yes.
There's so much in there. There's so much great stuff. The Vegan Society website is a gold mine for recipes. All free.
It's absolutely brilliant, the Vegan Society website, to be fair. Yeah, we watched Oppenheimer the other night. We finally got around to it while we were talking about consuming TV, media, films, whatever, YouTube stuff, Star Trek, Oppenheimer. Yeah, it's a big one to dive into. But I thought we both kind of said we kind of need to know, you know, what went on. How did we get to where we are now? Where did it all start? So for that reason alone, aside from the fact that the acting and the cast is absolutely incredible, it is worth a watch. Definitely, it's a cracking film, but it's also pretty dark, as you can imagine.
Very dark.
Yeah,
it's horrible, and it shows America hasn't changed.
Well, here's the weird thing about Oppenheimer. I don't want to say too much because obviously spoilers and all of that, but
I didn't know. I didn't know about the after.
After it had all been done and dusted, Oppenheimer's stance changed quite considerably. And it's also very similar, and I only found this out the other day, Henry Ford, his stance changed after he'd invented the Model T. So Henry Ford invents the first car, petrol-driven car, but then realizes the potential environmental impact that cars are going to have and invents the hemp car. But that was got rid of because the big people who make the decisions and all the funders wanted to go in the direction of fossil fuels.
Oh, Tom, no, we haven't seen the full trailer for the new Ghostbusters film. We've seen the teaser trailer. I don't think we've seen the full trailer.
I don't think we've seen the full trailer.
No, we'll have a look at that after.
But yeah, thoroughly looking forward to the new Ghostbusters film. In fact, we rewatched the previous one last week, didn't we?
Watch what? Sorry.
We watched the previous Ghostbusters film. We rewatched it last week.
Yeah.
In anticipation. And
Becky, by the way, I noticed you mentioned before Space 1999. I loved it. I can't remember what the character was called with the plaited eyebrows that used to be able to change herself into anything, but I wanted to be her. I wanted to be many strong females over the years, and then Gemini. See you later, Matt. Take care, lad.
All the best, Matt. Thanks for being here. Yeah, and then we watched that UFO documentary the other night, didn't we? That 2023 last year it came out. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like about talking to Greer and the C5 stuff and all of that. It was quite interesting as well. Yeah, because we're into our UFOs, you know, our aliens and UFO stuffs. We're quite into it, if you didn't know.
Oh, she was fun. Do you remember that episode where she turned into a bird and they put her in a bird cage and she had to change back and she smashed out of it? Space 1999.
That sounds like Jason and the Argonauts. It is one of the best theme tunes ever created, not just for a sci-fi series, but for any series. It is absolutely brilliant. If you've never heard the theme tune to Space 1999, you should go and check it out. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. How are we looking?
Pasties are looking incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, pie's looking fabulous.
Excellent.
Just giving everything a turn round, and then another 7 maybe.
5-7 minutes.
Yeah.
Polycat1 says, "Do you remember Blake 7?" I remember.
Yes.
It. I don't remember it.
Not vividly.
Know of it.
But yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a vague recollection.
Am I wrong, or was there a series of Logan's Run?
Oh, don't know.
Many years ago? I remember the film vividly. I love the film. Love it. But you know Logan's Run, don't you?
Yeah, Jenny Agutter.
Yeah.
And great English actor.
He's also in Cabaret.
Yeah. What's he called?
Someone's going to tell us, because they're all fabulous.
Yes, there was a series of Logan's Run.
Wasn't the same cast as the movie though, was it?
Nice one, Vampire Jack.
I can't remember what that actor was called, but he was bloody brilliant.
Becky mentioned Jason and the Argonauts was brilliant. It absolutely was. And
Michael York.
Jack,
you're a legend. Thank you.
Excellent. Yeah.
Such a good actor. Terrifying movie.
What?
Logan's Run.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Good stuff. Good series. Oh, we've got everybody on to.
Oh yeah, Becky. I quite fancied Buck Rogers.
Buck Rogers was good.
And his red-haired female counterpart was gorgeous. She had red hair, didn't she? Long kind of Raquel Welch, but red.
Is that Space Channel 5?
Auburn.
Maybe where Space Channel 5 got some inspiration from the game, because yeah, that female character was kind of embodied that style. Oh yeah, I'm a bit peckish now. I'm ready for a little tasty soon. You know what? It's been great this afternoon, as always. We've had a solid 100 and odd people with us, which is absolutely lovely. I've no idea how many thumbs up we've had on the live stream, but if you haven't already, please do consider. It genuinely helps and takes merely a second.
Oh, you got me thinking. I've started thinking about old sci-fi now. What's that old sci-fi? Some of you will know what I mean. Is it called the Andromeda Effect or the Andromeda Project?
The Andromeda Strain.
Yeah, where there's like a lot of it is set in kind of labs and corridors and stuff, but there's people outside in like what look to be old Western American villages, and they've got sand for blood. As in they're dead. And when they cut them open, sand comes out.
Interesting.
The Andromeda Project.
I don't know. Do not know.
Oh, V was brilliant. The original V. Way back when with Robert Englund.
Yeah, I don't think I saw the whole lot of it, but what I remember of it, it was very good. But I remember quite liking the remake.
Do you remember Survivors?
Jeanette, 108. Thank you. That is excellent. Always happy when it goes over 100. And thank you so much to everybody for thumbs up in the live stream.
The Andromeda Strain. Yeah, 1965 novel by Michael. Oh, and then a film, 1971. Secret state-of-the-art laboratory to discover what killed. That's the one. The Andromeda Strain, it's called.
Yeah. Dorcas just said, written by Michael Crichton, The Andromeda Strain. Yeah.
It scared me a lot when I was a kid. I remember that. I remember the music freaking me out. Right.
Hi, Shelley. Thanks for being here. Hi, Mary. Thank you for being here also. 114 thumbs up now. Thank you, Kat. That's brilliant. So a little snippet whilst we're on the subject. So a little snippet from the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers randomly the other night, and that reminded me of just how great a film Invasion of the Body Snatchers was back in the day. Oh yeah, it should just go straight into your downloads folder, Mo.
There we go. The pie is done.
Oh, that looks great. Smells great as well.
Lovely pie.
And look how neat it looks, considering. Just reminding people that, you know, sometimes you've got to patch up a pie like Paul did at the start, and it looks fantastic.
No, just tilt it down a little bit.
Oh, yes, yeah, sorry.
And there's the 4 pasties and our little taster one in the middle there.
Fab. Probably need to cool. I can feel the heat coming off there.
I know.
Oh, also, Mo, just going back, there are no such things as stupid questions, by the way. I'm a firm believer in that. But yeah, I hope you can find the free ebook in your downloads folder. Becky says, "Oh my goodness, that looks bloody gorgeous."
There's the inside of the tester piece. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, do not go near it for quite a while.
I can feel the heat. Yes, it's going to need to just cool down for a minute. Oh, yeah. I remember being scared of the man with the X-ray eyes, the Morlocks in the Time Machine. Time Machine, excellent. Yes, so good. Polly, looks lovely.
This is definitely a better already from the smell. This is a better recipe than the first time around. The fried onions definitely add that, and I would say definitely the Cathedral City cheese rather than the BioLife. Yeah,
it seems a bit firmer as well. It's not as oozy. Tom says, shifting into sci-fi cartoons, can you remember Jace and the Wheeled Warriors? No one ever seems to remember it, but it was so cool. I'm vaguely aware of it, but I don't think I ever kind of like properly watched it, but I've heard of it, Tom. I've said, Kat, this year is the year that I finally learn
to stop burning his gut.
Stop burning my mouth off. Yeah.
I need my hair doing. I keep having it cut, ready to bleach, and then not getting around to bleach it. We've really not had a lot of time for self-care other than washing ourselves, obviously. But you know, like pamper self-care. Not had a lot of time for it over the last. No, not yet.
No. Yeah. Sally, would it muffin? Absolutely, it'd muffin. No issues. No issues at all.
Because no, I didn't. We don't watch the Great British Menu, but I heard that a vegan won their round.
I believe so.
The only round that they didn't win was the main.
Yeah,
they won the start of the fish course, not the main, but then nailed the dessert and go through as a vegan representative on the Great British Menu, which is fabulous.
Things are changing. Things are changing.
The more that we can promote and push down to it, not push, sorry, that's the word everyone, don't push your lifestyle. The more we can promote the benefits of the vegan lifestyle on ourselves and the animals and the planet and everything in a kind of, hey, why don't you try this?
Yeah.
Where?
Totally agree. Totally agree. And obviously, as things improve,
Becky, glad you're watching yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it's the bare minimum, isn't it, Becky? Really, it's the bare minimum, the required, you know. But
prison bath.
Yeah,
stood in front of the sink with a bar of soap and a flannel.
Oh dear. Yeah, no, it is the bare minimum required. It is. But we've had a busy few weeks, you know what I mean? And it's we're going to have,
Yes,
hopefully,
actually, the turquoise will be back. I always, as soon as I get a bit of roux, I'm like, it looks better turquoise.
Yeah, once your hair's been cut, it kind of needs to be bleached within like 24 hours, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, because otherwise I get the sides come back through. I mean, I'm very lucky at 54 to, you know, have hair.
Yeah.
My dad, although he always had a full head of hair, it was very thin.
It is. It's actually just reminded me as well, because it just kind of popped into my head randomly out of nowhere. That to just put out love and best wishes to Mum and Dad Bron, who are not watching the live today, but they will be playing catch up at some point
they get back.
When they get back. And also, just in case I forget, apparently it is Mothering Sunday next Sunday. So just a reminder for yous out there, you know.
And we'll be live next Saturday night, eating stuff in us faces in kitchen.
We will. Don't know what we'll be eating, but it was something
No.
nice, wasn't it? We're right. We're diving in.
Careful.
Yeah.
Oh, Dorcas, I look. Cyril would have made a gorgeous drag queen, as it turns out. I look very much like my dad.
Yeah, that's better.
Isn't it?
Yeah, more flavour. More flavour. It's just more flavoursome. And a slightly firmer texture.
Mm-hmm.
But not massively firmer.
No, but it will get firmer.
Yeah.
As it cools.
Oh, yeah. It's great. Becky bought pies and cakes from a vegan picnic basket and Tea Time Collective last week at Makers Market in Didsbury.
Nice.
Fabulous. Tea Time Collective. Chef's kiss. Absolutely brilliant.
One of the first vegan places we became regulars.
Yeah.
You spent math, haven't you?
No, honestly, I haven't. I tell you if I had. It's not hot enough to burn.
Hey, Peter. How are you?
Oh, happy belated birthday, Peter. It was Peter's birthday on Friday.
Oh, Trish, I'm sorry, darling. Christmas Day, that's kind of brutal. And Stuart, my asthma, lost their mum on November the 14th. So,
yeah. I would say look after yourself, Trish. On the day, especially, and do whatever it is you want to do, you know, that's will hopefully, you know, maybe make you feel a little bit better about things. But it's a process, isn't it? It's a process. And it's not easy for anybody to have to go through something like that. I'm so sorry. Sid, yeah, you've missed the party, or almost missed the party. We're just trying these delightful bits that Paul has made.
That's the filling.
Yeah, proper nice that. Ashley, you have got a week of it, haven't you? Sister's birthday Thursday, Ashley's birthday Saturday, and Mother's Day Sunday. What a week, love.
Oh, we just missed Peter's birthday.
You what?
You go a little bit further up. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I've already said it.
Oh, I didn't hear. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You're eating, so you can't hear.
Yeah.
Nice one, just Will.
It's gorgeous. It's a little bit hot, but it's gorgeous. It's much better than the first attempt.
Yeah, it is. It's absolutely lovely. And I think, you know, obviously not rocket science, a little crack of salt and pepper as well, I think goes a long way in terms of making it. I always say the same thing. A lot of cheeses vegan cheeses never seem salty enough for my personal palate, you know.
That's why we love the honestly tasty ones so much.
Yeah. Grace has just signed for an allotment. Any tips for me? Where do we start? You know, the best tip I can give you, Grace, is go back right to the very beginning of our allotment vlogs. Visit the allotment Plot 25 Adventures playlist. Dip into some of those. Not necessarily, you don't need to watch all of them, obviously, but dip into the ones that are kind of appealed to you, because we've covered a huge amount in over the 3 years that we had an allotment plot. But little and often is my one piece of advice in terms of just keeping on top of things. Little and often. Pop that there.
Yeah, and they all have appropriate titles as well, like planting seeds.
A lot of them do, yeah. A lot of them do.
So you can get quite a lot of information from them.
And you can also tell from the thumbnails.
That filling,
Mm-hmm.
far better than the first one.
Yeah.
The Cathedral City is the way to go. The fried onions do add a depth of flavour. The potato does what it does. It kind of pads it out a bit, and the salt and pepper definitely added something to it. So, yeah, great.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Proper nice. I want more of it. I want more.
Well, we'll be having a go at dinner.
Very hungry. Nice. So we've had lots of thumbs up. There's been lots of chat and interaction. It's been a fabulous Sunday afternoon live in the kitchen, as always.
It has indeed.
As Paul said before,
we'll give everyone a few minutes now to say your goodbyes. And
we'll be live next weekend, Saturday, mukbang, eating and sharing our evening meal with you all. If you can make it next Saturday, that'd be amazing. And just a quick reminder, we will have or should I say the Vegan Queens will have the Wagamama video going up on their channel tomorrow. It would be wonderful if you could go and check that out and give that a thumbs up and just give a bit of love to the Vegan Queens.
And I'm going to add once again the link for Living La Vegan Loca on Instagram and Garrett's Life on YouTube. There you go.
Fabulous. Excellent stuff. So yeah, thanks for everything. Thanks for being here as usual. It's been lovely to connect with you all. We always say the same thing. It's a proper joy to chat with you all, answer your questions, and just generally find out what you've all been doing with yourselves. Thank you to Ashley, our wonderful mod, for being here and helping us out, and also sending all the best to our wonderful friend and other mod, Leanne, who is a bit under the weather today.
She's poorly.
Yeah, so sending her best wishes as well. Hope she gets well soon.
The lurgy jumped her in an alley.
Yeah, apparently.
Got her.
Got a bad.
Damn bloody lurgy. I really sincerely hope that if you are not the kind of person who will buy a sheet of pastry and do your own creation at home, I sincerely hope that we inspire you to give it a bash. And to fill your pie with I mean, there's so much on the channel. If you type Those Vegan Guys pastry, you'll get all sorts coming up from our channel. Bacon double cheeseburger, puff pastry wrap, full breakfast puff pastry wrap, sausage and mash, sausage, cheese and bean. We've done all sorts, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. Because we love it. We love it. I'm going to echo what Scott's just said. Enjoy the remainder of the weekend, everyone. Indeed. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever you end up doing this evening, or whatever time of day it is where you are in the world. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hope you're able to have as good a week ahead as possible. take care of yourselves. It's a tough world out there. Do you know what I mean?
I love you, mister.
Love you.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon. And until then, please be excellent to yourselves and each other. Bye, loves.